Welcome to the Family History Buff channel. On today's video, I will show you how to add step-parents, adopted children, and foster parents in your family tree on FamilySearch. Hello, this is Murray Dalton, your Family History Buff. Hopefully you've had a chance to view our very first video entitled How to Find Your Ancestors on FamilySearch. Now on this video, the 8th video, let me show you how to add step-parents, adopted children, and foster parents in your family tree on FamilySearch. To begin with, go to FamilySearch's website, FamilySearch.org, to log into your FamilySearch account. If you have never logged into FamilySearch before or don't have a FamilySearch account, I would highly recommend you listen to our video number 1 first. Once you're to this page, go ahead and sign in. Next, on this page, you want to put in your username and your password. If you already have an account but you forgot your username or password, just follow the instructions on the screen where it says Forgot Username or Password. Then go ahead and click Sign In. Once you have successfully entered FamilySearch, click on the family tree icon on the top left of your screen, right up here. And on the drop-down option, click on Tree. On this screen, you should first see your personal record, which would be right here, and a pedigree chart of your ancestors. I'm now going to show you how to add a step, adopted, or foster parents to a child in family tree. I'm going to use my third great-grandfather, Benjamin Gardner Curtis, as an example of how adopted or foster parents are added to a child. First, click on the name of the ancestor as shown here. A pop-up screen will appear of your ancestor. Next, click on where it says Person at the bottom of the screen, right down here. Once entered, you will now see the personal profile of your ancestor. Now let's scroll down the personal profile page, grab this little bar on the far right, and scroll down until you see Family Members right up here. Now note, you can add multiple sets of parents, including step-parents, biological parents, and adoptive parents. One way to do this is by adding the parents to the child's record. The other way is to add the child to the parents' records. In the case of my grandfather, it shows his biological parents right here, Joseph Curtis and Elsa Brockway. But let's say I also found some parents who adopted him, or I found some foster parents who I want to add. I would need to click on Add Parents right here. If this is the case, you will need to add the name of the parent to create a new record. Let me show you how to do this. Go ahead and click on Add Parent. This window will now pop up. You first will see two choices to add parents by name or by ID number. Click on Add a Parent by Name first. This step is only to see if this parent is already listed in FamilySearch. I will cover by ID number in the next step. Let's assume that the name you're looking for is a Donald Brown. You would go ahead and type in Donald Brown. Now note, if this is a woman's name, you would want to put her maiden name. If you don't know her maiden name, you would add the last name of her husband. Click on Sex, it would be a male, and of course, status, deceased. Put approximate year of birth, and put 1800. Next, you can put approximate birthplace, death date, and death place if known. But note, it doesn't need to be exact dates and places, as we are only searching to see if this parent is already listed in FamilySearch. Once you have this information entered, go ahead and click on Next right here. If a record appears, and that is the record of the parent, you would go ahead and click on Match, and then that parent would be connected as a parent to this child. Now you might have a message that will say, "No match found," like right here. Search was unable to find any possible matches. You may now create this person in Family Tree. In this case, you would click on Create Person right here. The parent's name would now be shown on your family tree. Now we will cover the ID number choice, which is only used if the parent is deceased and you know the ID number for the parent, which is already listed in FamilySearch. So go ahead and click on By ID Number. In this case, if you do know the personal ID number, go ahead and add it now. You would put it right here. Once you put the ID number, you would go ahead and click on Next. If the record appears and it is correct, you would go ahead and click on Add Match, and now this parent would be added to the record on your family tree. To add another parent, you will need to follow these same steps again. If you did add some extra parents, adopted or step parents, they would be added right on this side. Now when a child is linked to more than one set of parents, you will now need to set a relationship type to clarify how the child is related to each parent. Now under this scenario, let's assume that we just added a set of parents to Benjamin Gardner Curtis. You want to go ahead over here on the far right to this little pencil mark and click on this Edit Pencil Mark icon. Now you can see under this relationship, it already shows that the relationship to this child is biological for both the father and the mother. If you need to change the current relationship type to adoptive parents, step parents, you would do that by clicking on Edit right here. This window will now pop up and you have various choices to choose from. Go ahead and click on this little arrow on the far right corner. And the choices are, you can see adoptive, biological, foster, guardianship, or step parents. In this case, I'm going to leave this as biological because that is the biological parents. But in your case, if you wanted to change that, you would go ahead and click on one of these to make that change. Next, you need to explain the reason for your change right in this box right here. Then, once you have put the reason that this information is correct, then this little button right here is going to highlight up, and then you would go ahead and click on Save. Next, you would go ahead and do the same thing for a stepmother, stepfather, the same that we just did for a father. And of course, you have situations where the father is the biological father and the mother is a stepmother. So you can go ahead and make those necessary changes for each person. So in short, to include missing information for a child, again, you would add relationship type by clicking on Edit. You would click on this button up here to add to make a change to either adoptive, biological, foster, guardianship, or step parent. Put the reason and then click Save. You should now be able to show all types of parents for a child, and they will be listed right up here. You should now be able to show all types of parents for a child. I hope you enjoyed this video presentation, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to this channel, Family History Buff. It's really the best way to follow me. I have more videos to view, and I will go through every aspect of helping you with FamilySearch and other ways to find and discover your ancestors. Now that you're connected to FamilySearch, you will want to watch the next video, number 9. You will learn how to search and and find vital information in FamilySearch. Thank you for watching. See you in video number 9.